Thank you for checking out Scotty's Hobbies. Today we're going to be replacing the cabin air filter on this here 2020 Chrysler Pacifica. This should be the same, if not very similar, for the 2017 to 2021 year models. If this video does help you out, make sure you comment below with the year, make, model, and engine size of the vehicle that this video did help you on. And getting started real quick, like most of my other videos, your cabin air filter is conveniently placed right inside or on the bottom side of your glove box in the dash. Makes it really easy to get to. You don't really need any tools other than the knowledge of this video. Here is a little spring. It's like a shock. It gives you a little bit of assistance while shutting your glove box. All you need to do is pull the string down towards where your knees would be while pushing up on the glove box a little bit. Don't squish your fingers, and that little clip will slide right out. Doesn't take any oomph at all. Now we need to remove the actual tray or the whole glove box right there itself. The whole thing where everything goes inside, that's going to come out. Here we're going to need to be a little careful. You don't want the glove box to fall and break the hinge when it just falls freely, so make sure you control the glove box the whole time. First, you're going to push the back of the glove box towards the engine itself or the firewall, and then on both sides of the glove box there's ears that need to be pushed in. It's a lot easier when you push them both in at the same time. The glove box is going to fall forward, so this is where you need to control it. Don't let it just swing down. You're going to break the hinge clips down at the bottom and make yourself cost a little bit more to do this simple job. Here is that little spring wire type deal that helps you shut your glove box over there on the right. It's just sitting there. Just leave it alone. To remove this cover that's covering your cabin air filter door, all you need to do is push in on these clips. There's a little center tab. Push in. Don't push them all the way through. It'll make one little click. That one, the first click should be enough to relieve the tension on the inside of the clip and remove it out. Need to remove all three. You got two of them on the top right here. Now if your cabin air filter was dirty, you're going to have two major symptoms, or two of the most common symptoms of a bad cabin air filter is restricted airflow. So if your heater or air conditioner just isn't blowing the way that it used to come in like a storm or a windstorm coming out of your dash, and now it's just barely coming through, your cabin air filter could be clogged up and not allowing a flow. And then the next most common thing is a poor odor in the car that you just can't get rid of. That's if your cabin air filter gets a little bit of moisture in it, gets the dust, it just stinks. Or if you drive through a smoky area, especially these days, there's smoke everywhere. Now that we have this cover off, this little clip right here was being a little pain in the butt. I had to push it all the way through, but it did come out. Don't rip this out too fast because you have an electrical connection over here on the right side where the light is. Go ahead and disconnect that. Don't be afraid of it. It won't do anything to you. It won't shock you or anything like that. So just let that set there too, so you can set your cover off to the side. Now here is the door for your cabin air filter. On both sides you have a little tab or tongue that needs to be pushed outward on both sides. That one I just clipped it out a little bit and pulled it forward so it wasn't locked into place anymore. Make sure you take a look in the description for links that might help you out. Mitchell DIY is a really cool step-by-step tool that you could use. It's a program out there that helps you figure everything out about a car. And check out my video library. I have a ton of maintenance procedure videos, and especially for this Chrysler, I have a lot coming up. The PCV, air filter, oil change, emissions locations, a lot coming up on this one. Now that we had that right side ear off, let's move to the left side. Just pop it out, and your door is going to come right off. Well, I guess I didn't get that other side off completely, but here you go, nice and easy. Make sure you take note of everything when you remove it, the position that it was at, if there was any flow arrows like this one has right here. And it also says this side out. So it's not just the flow that this one has to go in properly, or the cabin air filter has to be placed in properly, but also it also says which side needs to be facing out too, which was kind of odd. Never seen that before. Might be common out there. Let me know. They have cabin air filters that have charcoal in them that clean up the air or the smell, the odor. They have some that catch pollen better, and they just have like white box cabin air filters that work. When you reinstall your cabin air filter, make sure you take note of the direction of the airflow, and it's just in properly. Go ahead, reinstall everything. This job takes about 5 minutes. If you're going to have somebody do it at a little mom and pop shop or a quick lube center, I'd say they're probably going to charge you about $20 to do this job. So you're going to save yourself a couple dollars. Don't forget to reinstall your light connection for the glove box. You don't want to be stuck on the side of the road and be like, what is in my glove box? Because you forgot to plug that in. On the bottom of this cover, there's little ears, so it holds it into place so you clip everything in a little easier. You might also want to get some extra clips, just have them laying around, buy like a 10-pack online in case one breaks or something like that, especially in the future. You're going to be maintaining your vehicle, taking these off a lot. They do break, so I would recommend having some of these on the side just laying around. I replace my cabin air filter every 6 months, or at the beginning of spring and then at around fall. So every 6 months or so, or you could replace yours more often if you like, if you're like in a very smoky or dusty area where there's sand in the air a lot. So don't be afraid to change it, especially if you're doing it on your own. It's real easy. Installing your glove box, the hinge on the bottom, make sure you line everything up. It clips into place. And when you shut it, just take care. Push in on the ears on the side, and they'll clip right into the dash with no problems at all. If anything is hard and it doesn't want to move, there's something not right. So just double check everything and make sure it's all connected. Here you can see I'm lifting up the glove box a little, sliding this little spring wire into place, and it clips right there. Nothing needed, no tools, and that's it. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, make sure you comment below, like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about me, please. Check out scottishobbies.com and use the links in the description below. I'll see you on the next hopefully helpful video. Thanks for watching.